Have you checked your grocery receipt lately and wondered why you are spending $200 for a trolley that used to cost $150? What if I told you that some of the most trusted brands filling your shopping cart are charging double or even triple what you would pay for identical products just one aisle over? The packaging looks premium. The branding is familiar. Your parents bought these exact brands. But here is what Coles and Woolworths do not want you to know. That fancy label you are paying for often contains the exact same product as the home brand sitting on the bottom shelf. I spent weeks researching price comparisons, analyzing ingredient lists, and reviewing taste tests from choice and independent consumer groups. What I discovered will change the way you shop forever. Australian families are being systematically overcharged for branded products when supermarket-owned brands deliver identical or even superior quality for a fraction of the price. The most insulting part is how obvious the markup is once you actually compare. A recent study found that switching from branded to home brand products saves Australian shoppers an average of 44% across all food categories. That is over $4,000 per year for the average family. Let me take you through the 10 worst offenders. Number 10. Sanitarium Weet-Bix. This one hurts because Weet-Bix has been an Australian breakfast icon since 1928. The yellow box is in every pantry. Generations grew up on Weet-Bix with milk and sugar. But here is the devastating truth about what you are actually paying for. Sanitarium Weet-Bix costs 87 cents per 100 grams. Compare that to Aldi Golden Vale wheat biscuits at just 36 cents per 100 grams. Woolworths. Wheat biscuits come in at 37 cents per 100 grams. Coles wheat biscuits cost 41 cents per 100 grams. You are paying more than double for Weet-Bix compared to every single supermarket-owned brand equivalent. According to choice testing, the nutritional profiles are virtually identical. All wheat biscuit cereals contain similar fiber content, similar protein levels, and similar whole grain wheat as the primary ingredient. The only significant difference is the sodium content, and here is the twist. Weet-Bix does not even win on health. Woolworths. Wheat biscuits contain zero added sugar, while Weet-Bix contains added sugar in the formulation. When Choice conducted blind taste tests with Australian consumers, Aldi Golden Vale wheat biscuits received high marks for taste and texture. The only complaint about Woolworths wheat biscuits was that they were less sweet, which is actually a health benefit, not a flaw. Tasters specifically noted the Aldi version had good texture and flavor that was very close to the original. When you buy Weet-Bix, you are paying 87 cents per 100 grams for branding and nostalgia. The wheat biscuits themselves are functionally identical to products costing 36 to 41 cents per 100 grams. That is a markup of over 100% for packaging. Number 9. Uncle Toby's Rolled Oats. Uncle Toby's traditional rolled oats is one of the most expensive rolled oats products on the Australian market. Here is the thing about rolled oats. They are literally 100% rolled oats. There is no recipe variation, no secret formula, no proprietary processing. According to choice nutrition experts, all pure rolled oats products in Australian supermarkets have a health star rating of 5. They are nutritionally identical because they contain the exact same thing, rolled oats. Despite this fact, Uncle Toby's charges premium prices, while Coles, Woolworths, and Aldi offer identical products for significantly less. Coles' own brand rolled oats have recently won CanStar Blue's customer satisfaction ratings, with 5 stars for value for money and 5 stars for overall satisfaction. Customers rated Coles rolled oats ahead of Uncle Toby's in taste, texture, and value. You are paying for the Uncle Toby's name on a product that cannot be differentiated from home brand versions because it is literally the same ingredient. When you buy Uncle Toby's rolled oats thinking you are getting superior quality, you are paying double or triple for oats that are functionally and nutritionally identical to Coles, Woolworths, and Aldi versions. Number 8. Kellogg's Cornflakes. Kellogg's Cornflakes cost $1.59 per 100 grams, according to recent choice analysis. Coles Cornflakes cost approximately 40 cents per 100 grams. You are paying 4 times more for Kellogg's cornflakes than the Coles equivalent. Choice describes Kellogg's cornflakes as essentially gold-plated given the price markup. The ingredient lists are virtually identical: corn, salt, sugar, and malt flavoring. The nutritional profiles show minimal variation. The only real difference is the box design and the massive price premium. Consumer taste tests consistently show that Australians cannot reliably distinguish between branded and home brand cornflakes in blind tastings. The texture is the same. The flavor is the same. The crunch is the same. But here is what makes Kellogg's cornflakes particularly problematic from a health perspective. They contain 850 milligrams of sodium per 100 grams. That is extremely high for a breakfast cereal. If you want a healthier corn-based flake cereal, Choice dietitians recommend Woolworths Macro Whole Foods market-certified organic cornflakes, which contain 220 milligrams of sodium per 100 grams and only 4.5 grams of added sugar per 100 grams. They cost significantly less than Kellogg's and are actually healthier. When you pay $1.59 per 100 grams for Kellogg's cornflakes, you are paying for advertising and brand recognition while eating a product that is nutritionally inferior to cheaper alternatives. Number 7. Kellogg's Nutri-Grain. Nutri-Grain positions itself as the Iron Man cereal. The packaging shows athletes and active lifestyles. Parents buy Nutri-Grain thinking it will give their kids energy for sport. At $2.31 per 100 grams, Nutri-Grain is one of the most expensive kids' cereals in Australian supermarkets. Aldi Power Grain costs just 80 cents per 100 grams. That is less than 1/3 of the price of Nutri-Grain. Coles and Woolworths both offer copycat versions at approximately 80 cents per 100 grams. The formulations are virtually identical: wheat, sugar, corn, and various fortifications. But here is the problem with all of them, including the cheaper alternatives. They contain approximately 26 to 27 grams of sugar per 100 grams. That is more sugar than many chocolate biscuits. The health star ratings are consistently low across all brands, 2.5 stars for most versions. Choice nutrition experts point out that marketing cereals to children as sports fuel when they contain this much sugar is fundamentally misleading. The fortification with vitamins and minerals does not offset the massive sugar content. When you buy Nutri-Grain at $2.31 per 100 grams, you are paying triple the price of identical alternatives. But more importantly, you are feeding your children what amounts to sugary cereal disguised as health food. If you want actual nutrition for active kids, switch to rolled oats with fresh fruit or whole grain wheat biscuits with minimal added sugar. Number 6. Kellogg's Fruit Loops. At $2.46 per 100 grams, Fruit Loops are the most expensive kids' cereal analyzed by Choice. Supermarket-owned brand equivalents cost approximately 83 cents per 100 grams. You are paying nearly triple for Fruit Loops compared to identical Rainbow Ring cereals from Aldi, Coles, and Woolworths. But here's what makes Fruit Loops particularly outrageous. Choice nutrition experts categorize them as confectionery, not cereal. They contain massive amounts of sugar, artificial colors, and virtually no nutritional value. Aldi Golden Vale Fruity Rings contain 18.8 grams of added sugar per 100 grams. Woolworths Colorful Rainbow Rings contain 15.8 grams of total sugars per 100 grams. Coles Fruity Rings contain 15.6 grams of sugars per 100 grams. All of these are significantly lower in sugar than Fruit Loops, while costing 1/3 the price. If you want a loop-shaped cereal that does not destroy your kids' teeth and blood sugar, Uncle Toby's Cheerios Vanilla O's contain only 4.1 grams of added sugar per 100 grams. When you pay $2.46 per 100 grams for Fruit Loops, you are paying premium prices for a product that Choice experts say is basically candy in a cereal box. The supermarket alternatives are cheaper, lower in sugar, and your kids will not know the difference. Number 5. Uncle Toby's Muesli Bars. Uncle Toby's Yogurt Strawberry Flavor. Muesli bars cost 67 cents per bar, Coles and Woolworths equivalent. Muesli bars cost 38 cents per bar. Aldi Hillcrest. Yogurt and strawberry bars cost 42 cents per bar. You are paying 76% more for Uncle Toby's Muesli bars compared to the Coles and Woolworths versions. When Choice conducted blind taste tests with 28 kids and teens in July 2025, Uncle Toby's did win first place for taste. Aldi and Coles earned joint second place. The taste difference was minimal, yet the price difference is massive. All the muesli bars tested weighed approximately 31 grams. They contained similar ingredients: rolled oats, glucose syrup, sugar, yogurt flavoring, and strawberry pieces. The nutritional profiles are comparable, with all products having 2.5 to 4-star health star ratings. If you have 2 kids eating 1 muesli bar per school day and you buy Uncle Toby's, you are spending $6.70 per week or $26.80 per month just on muesli bars. Switch to Coles or Woolworths and you will spend $3.80 per week or $15.20 per month. That is a saving of $139.20 per year from one simple swap. In short, when you buy Uncle Toby's muesli bars, you are paying a 76% premium for marginally better taste that most kids cannot reliably detect in blind testing. Number 4. Branded pasta sauces. Dolmio, Legos, and Bertolli pasta sauces typically cost between $4 and $6 per jar at Coles and Woolworths. Coles and Woolworths' own brand pasta sauces cost between $1.50 and $3 per jar. Aldi pasta sauces cost approximately $1.50 to $2 per jar. According to Choice Taste Tests, Coles tinned tomatoes ranked among the top products, beating many premium brands. Consumer reviews on platforms like Ozbargain show Australians consistently rate Barilla, Five Brothers, and supermarket-owned brands as delivering good taste at reasonable prices. Dolmio in particular receives harsh criticism from consumers and professional chefs. Italian chef Vincenzo's Plate reviewed popular pasta sauces and called Dolmio unnatural, with excessive sugar, thickeners, and starches. The ingredient list for Dolmio lists sugar, modified starch, and vegetable oil before herbs and spices. Real pasta sauce should be tomatoes, olive oil, garlic, basil, and salt. Coles and Woolworths' own brand pasta sauces often have simpler, cleaner ingredient lists than branded alternatives at half the price. Professional chefs recommend buying Coles or Woolworths tinned tomatoes for $1 to $2 per can and making your own sauce in 10 minutes. That delivers better taste and nutrition than any jarred sauce while costing even less than home brand options. When you buy Dolmio or Legos pasta sauce, you are paying double or triple for products that have more sugar, more additives, and worse ingredients than supermarket alternatives. Number 3. Branded instant coffee. Nescafe and Moccona instant coffee typically cost between $20 and $30 per jar. Coles and Woolworths instant coffee costs approximately $8 to $12 per jar. When Choice Voice. Your choice. Members blind taste tested 14 instant coffee brands. Coles Fairtrade coffee scored 74%, beating Moccona, Nescafe, and Lavazza, which cost 2 to 4 times more. Woolworths instant coffee ranked 4th at 69%. Aldi Alcafe scored 67%. All 3 supermarket brands outperformed established brands like Robert Timms, Bushels, and International Roast. The taste testers could not reliably distinguish premium branded coffee from supermarket coffee in blind conditions. When they could taste a difference, they often preferred the cheaper options. Many shoppers are saving money without sacrificing taste. This makes sense because instant coffee production is highly standardized. The freeze-drying or spray-drying processes are identical across manufacturers. The coffee beans often come from the same regions. The only real differences are roast profiles and blending, which are largely subjective preferences. When you pay $25 for a jar of Nescafe, you are paying for decades of advertising and brand loyalty. The actual coffee inside performs worse in blind taste tests than Coles coffee that costs $10. Number 2. Cadbury Dairy Milk Chocolate. In 2021, a 180-gram block of Cadbury Dairy Milk cost $5. That is $2.78 per 100 grams. In 2025, the same block costs $8. That is $4.44 per 100 grams. The price has increased by 60% in 4 years. Woolworths. Belgian milk chocolate ranked 5th in Choice Expert Taste Testing, scoring very close to premium brands like Tony's Chocolonely and Lindt. Woolworths chocolate costs significantly less than Cadbury. Aldi chocolate consistently receives high marks in taste tests while costing less than half what you would pay for Cadbury. According to Choice Testing in 2025, 5 milk chocolate blocks scored 80% or higher, including supermarket brands that cost far less than Cadbury. The expert tasting panel assessed chocolates on taste, aroma, texture, and appearance. supermarket chocolates performed admirably, with tasters describing them as pleasant, creamy, well-balanced, and good value. The chocolate industry has experienced significant price inflation, but the quality gap between branded and home brand chocolate has narrowed dramatically. When you pay $8 for a 180-gram Cadbury block, you are paying $4.44 per 100 grams for chocolate that does not outperform Woolworths or Aldi alternatives, costing $2 to $3 per 100 grams in blind taste tests. Number 1. Branded versus home brand products across all categories. Here is the bottom line supermarkets do not want you to understand. A comprehensive study published in Public Health Nutrition compared generic and branded food products in Australian supermarkets. The research found that purchasing generic equivalents rather than branded items provides a mean cost saving of 44% across all food categories. The greatest cost savings were found in bread and cereals, where savings of 60% or more were recorded. White bread showed 71% savings. Rolled oats showed 60% savings. Even in fruit categories with the smaller savings, generic brands were still 27% cheaper. The study concluded that consumers, particularly those on lower incomes, could benefit financially from purchasing generic items. Compare the market-analyzed 20 everyday household items at Coles and Woolworths to calculate savings between home brand and branded products. They found shoppers could save up to $81 per week by choosing home brands. That is $4,212 per year from switching to home brand products exclusively. The price difference between branded and home brand items ranged from 30 cents to $23 per product. Laundry powder had the biggest price gap, followed by instant coffee at $9.50 difference, body wash at $7.20, mouthwash at $6, and multi-purpose cleaning spray at $5. When Coles and Woolworths tell you their home brand products are budget alternatives, they are being modest. In many cases, supermarket own brands are made by the same manufacturers as branded products. The only difference is the label and the price. So what should you actually do? First, compare unit pricing. Every product in Coles and Woolworths displays price per 100 grams or price per 100 milliliters. Ignore the shelf price and package size. Compare unit pricing across brands. You will immediately see the markup on branded products. Second, start with staples. Switch to home brand versions of products where there is no meaningful quality difference. Wheat biscuits, rolled oats, cornflakes, rice, pasta, flour, sugar, tinned tomatoes, frozen vegetables. These are commodity products where branding adds zero value. Third, try taste testing at home. Buy one branded product and one home brand equivalent. Blind taste test them with your family. In most cases, people cannot reliably distinguish between them or actually prefer the cheaper option. Fourth, download price comparison apps. Apps like Wiselist and Grocerize compare prices across Coles, Woolworths, and Aldi. You can see exactly where to buy each item for the lowest price. Fifth, shop at Aldi for staples. Choice quarterly price surveys consistently show Aldi offering the cheapest basket of home brand items. A recent survey found Aldi at $55.34 for 15 items, Coles at $56.75, and Woolworths at $57.20. The difference adds up significantly over a year. Here is the bottom line. Coles and Woolworths control 67% of the Australian supermarket market. This duopoly allows them to set prices with minimal competition. The ACCC inquiry into supermarket pricing found that both chains have the ability to increase retail margins beyond what is justified by wholesale cost increases. They have been caught misleading consumers with fake discount promotions. They are now facing federal court action over allegedly deceptive prices dropped and down claims, where products were temporarily increased in price before being placed on promotion at prices higher than the original regular price. Consumer trust in Coles and Woolworths is at an all-time low. Australians are fed up with record corporate profits, while families struggle with cost of living pressures. The solution is simple. Stop paying for branding. Home brand products deliver equivalent or superior quality for 44% less on average. That is over $4,000 per year for the average family. You deserve to know what you are actually paying for when you fill your shopping cart. If this video helped you understand how much you are being overcharged for branded products, hit the like button and share this with everyone who is struggling with grocery bills. Subscribe so you do not miss our next investigation. Ring that notification bell.